We got UFC 325 just around the corner, and this card has a couple matchups that are going to surprise people more than they think. So here's my full prediction and breakdown for every single fight. So with the first fight, we got Namsarai Batabaria versus Aaron Tao, and this is the first four fights on this UFC 325 card is the road to UFC finals, which is like it's it's for like Asian fighters to get work their way into the UFC, and these are all the finalists. So these guys are not even on a UFC contract; they're on a road to UFC contract. So I mean, don't be super confident in these picks because these are like regional fighters. But first up, Batsabara versus Aaron Tao. Batsabara, I'm definitely seeing these names are hard to pronounce, but great finisher, 9-1 record. He's on a 5-fight win streak with all finishes. He's a great grappler. He'll snatch up submissions quick. Um, Great wrestling. He's fast. Aaron Tao, on the other hand, he is like a psychopath. He's just gonna brawl you. Um, he holds power. Um, there's really not much style to him except just go forward and just throw and just hope to land a big shot. I'm not a fan of Aaron Tao. I don't think his fighting style is that great or technical, and I do think he's not the strongest grappler either. And so I'm gonna go with Batsubara here. I just think he's gonna expose the grappling. Aaron Tao's is coming out of City Kickboxing, which I don't think has the best grappling there. Um, Batsubara has 5 submission wins. Most of them being a rear naked choke, so I could definitely see a back take. He's great at taking the back, so I mean, I'm gonna go with Batsubara by submission in this fight. I think he's gonna go for the takedowns. He's not gonna want to strike with Aaron Tao, and I think Aaron Tao is gonna be too weak for him on the ground. So give me Batabara by submission. I'll say in the first round, honestly. So first round submission for Batabara. And then we have a fight between Su Lang Rangbu versus Lawrence Louis. Su Lang Gru. I'm sorry about these names, but like I think he's 20 years old, super young. He's a fast striker. He kind of bounces. He stays out of the pocket and then goes in, throws, bounces back out. He's light on the feet. Um, 6 knockouts, 1 submission win, 3 decision wins. Um, this guy's on a roll. He's on look at this fight win streak here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 fight win streak right now. And on the other hand, we got Lawrence Louis, who is 7-1, 29 years old, 4 knockout wins, 3 decision wins. And this guy, he's on a 4-fight win streak. And this guy is tough. Like he will take a beating. Like no matter what, he's just gonna be in your face. He's just gonna keep moving forward. It's kind of crazy. Anybody stands so upright. I don't think he's flat-footed. I don't think he's that great a striker. I think Su Langru is gonna take this just by how hittable Lawrence Louis is. And Su Langru is a great striker himself. So I'm gonna go with Su Langru Boo. These names, I'm okay, whatever. But I'm gonna go with him by. I feel like he might get the knockout with Lawrence Louis' chin just straight up in the air. So I'm gonna go knockout. But again, these are like regional fighters, so don't be confident or don't be betting on these unless you bet on random regional fights, because that's pretty much what these are. But give me Su Langru Boo by knockout in the second round. And then we have a fight between Sebastian Cizale and Kirichiro Nakamura. Sebastian Cizale, he's low volume. Um, he's very defensive heavy and he waits for his opportunities. He does have a little bit of power, but he's a good striker overall, more well rounded. And Nakamura, on the other hand, is just a brawler. If you look on his resume, or not resume, record, 6 knockouts and 1 decision win. So, and he's on a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 fight win streak, with one of them being a decision, his most recent one. So it's either maybe he has a lot of power or he's versing low competition. It's probably a little bit of both. Um, I lean Nakamura in this fight just because I can't trust a regional fighter. Maybe he's good, Sebastian Sisley, but I don't know. I don't want to
pick someone that might just not throw at all, because this is gonna be in the UFC 325 arena. They've never fought in front of the crowd like this. I feel like he's gonna be too patient where he almost doesn't throw. And I think Nakamura, he just runs forward and just starts throwing everything he has. Like he could get caught, get knocked out. I wouldn't be surprised. But I am gonna lean Nakamura to get another knockout win. So give me Chiro Nakamura to get the knockout over Sebastian Sisley. But this is a close fight. Again, these are regional fighters. It's hard to get a judge on how good they really are, but give me Nakamura by knockout in the first round, honestly. And for the last finale of the Road to UFC, we have Don Marfan taking on Sang Uk Kim. Sang Uk Kim, this guy's tough. He's very well rounded. 5 knockout wins, 4 submission wins, and 4 decision wins. He's tough. He's not going to get knocked out. All losses come from decision. He has good ground and pound. He's tough. He'll go for the takedowns. He's not like the best fighter, but this guy, he's gonna keep moving forward. He's durable. He looks really strong as well. On the other hand, we got Don Marfan, Don Marfan. 4 decision wins, 3 submission wins, and knockout wins. He likes to go for his takedowns too. He's on a 4-fight win streak. Um, He's only one of his losses coming to Quinlan Salkeld, which is not a bad loss to have at all on your record. But I'm gonna go with Sang Uk Kim here. I just think he's gonna be more tough. He's gonna be more gritty. He's gonna be there for all 3 rounds. He's gonna be pushing the pace. He's not gonna give up on himself. And I could see maybe some ground and pound laying on Don Marfan, but they both are tough.
Um, Don Marfan has been submitted twice, so maybe Sang Uk Kim could look for a submission on the ground or something. But I'm gonna take Sang Uk Kim in this matchup against Don Marfan. I'm gonna lean maybe a submission, maybe a late TKO or like a decision. But I'll go submission or decision for Sang Uk Kim. Then we go to the actual UFC fighters for UFC 325. We have a fight between Colin Offley and Yija. Colin Offley got his first UFC win against Ricardo Ramos, where he got a submission. Ricardo Ramos did not look good in that fight. He didn't even try to defend the rear naked choke. But I don't think Colin Offley's that great. He's an okay striker. He has a submission threat. I mean, he has 6 submission wins. But I don't even think his wrestling that's good. Wrestling is that great. Honestly, he got controlled the whole fight by Muhammad Naimov. Myron Santos just put him to sleep stiff. Um, yeah. Yija, on the other hand, this guy's a great striker. He's in great condition. What's the height difference in this fight? Same height. Yija looks a little taller. Okay. Yija, great striker, great grappler himself too. Actually, he put Weston and Wilson to sleep in the first 30 seconds in his last fight. He lost a decision to Gabriel Santos, but that's really not a bad loss. Gabriel Santos is 12-2, and I think he just submitted Jack Jenkins, so that loss aged good. But he's a great grappler himself, and he's a better striker. I think Yija is just a more complete fighter. Like he has 14 submission wins. Like if Colin Offley wants to go for a takedown, I think Yija is gonna be fine. I think he's gonna be maybe threatening a submission or a ninja choke or something. But I'm going to Yija on this fight, and I think he's gonna be able to get the stoppage over Colin Offley. So give me Yija inside the distance. Then we have a fight between Jonathan Mikalev and Oban Elliott. Oban Elliott, he's a decent striker. He doesn't have the greatest finishing instinct. His last knockout coming against Basil Hafez, which is an okay win. Basil Hafez is not that good, but he got like 5 decisions before that. He's a decent. He got dominated his last fight against Seok Hyung Ko, and Obanale was a big favorite in that fight. But he's proven that he's actually not that bad. He just beat Phil Rowe, dominated him. Obanale, a patient striker, he's good. On the other hand, Jonathan Mikalev, I really like Jonathan Mikalev. I'm a fan of him. He is super well rounded. He has 2 knockout wins, 3 submission wins, and 3 decision wins. He was an underdog against Kevin Doucette, where he destroyed Kevin Doucette. I'm pretty sure he dropped him. Jonathan Miklev's one of his best weapons is a body kick. He was destroying Doucette with that body kick. You could see it on the ribs. It was like turning like
super red. And he got a submission on the Contender Series. And Jonathan Mikalev, if you look at his Instagram, this guy's in great shape. He has been training for who knows how long first, but he looks so in much better shape than his last fight. More ripped. This guy's in great shape. I think he's gonna be able to blast the body kicks. He has a long reach of 77 inches. He's 6 foot against Oban Elliott, 72 inches, so that's a 5 inch difference. But I think this is gonna be a close fight. Honestly, I feel like more people are gonna favor Oban Elliott in this fight, just because he just lost in the last fight. Before that, he was dominating. So I'm gonna go with Jonathan Mikalev here. I do think this guy is actually very good. He's a good striker, patient, and his body kicks are. Watch out for those body kicks on Saturday night. But give me Jonathan Mikalev. I'm gonna go with. I don't see Oban Elliott getting knocked out, honestly. Although he's been knocked out twice, I think Mikalev's just gonna be a little patient. So give me Jonathan Mikalev by decision. Maybe around like a late round knockout, but give me Mikalev against Oban Elliott.
Then we go to the next fight, which is Torres Finney versus Jacob Malkoun. And if you have not seen Torres Finney, this guy is 5'8" and 185 pounds. He pretty much has no neck. I think he's just 100% muscle. 7 knockout wins, 1 submission, 3 decision. But his last fight was so boring against Valentin. That was called a split decision. I don't think so, but Torres Finney just gets a takedown. Then that's about it. Like I would expect some major ground and pound from this guy, but no, he doesn't. Um, that's pretty much his game, wrestling and maybe a little bit of ground and pound once in a while, but like there's really not much to say. He has okay um cardio. It's faded a little bit in the Contender Series. This guy had to get 3 Contender Series wins to get the contract. Dana does not like him, especially his last performance against Valentin. Jacob Malkoun, on the other hand, he's a good striker. He is not a bad wrestler himself, actually, but I mean, against Torres Finney, I don't know. Um, he knocked out Andre Petroski in his last fight. Lost DQ against Cody Brundage for elbows to the back of the head, but I think I'm gonna go with Jacob Malkoun in this fight. Not confident. I just think his ground game is gonna be enough to wear out Torres Finney, and he's gonna be the much better striker. I hope against Torres Finney. So this one's low confident. I've seen a lot of people on both sides, but I'm gonna go with Jacob Malkoun against Torres Finney. Probably a decision. So yeah, there's not much to say. Then we have Cam Rouston taking on Cody Brundage. Cody Brundage, obviously, this guy's not the greatest. He goes on losing streak, gets a win, maybe another win, loses a win, lose, no contest, draw. Like everything happens in this guy's fight, but they're never boring. Something happens in these fights. Um, he can get finished. He's been knocked out twice, submitted twice, and loses 3 decisions. So he's lost like everywhere there is. He's a good wrestler, but he's more of just he's just average kind of, but he's tough. Like he's gonna bring the heat. Cam Roach, on the other hand, he's a great striker. He's tall, lengthy. 5 knockout wins and 7 submission wins. I didn't know that actually, and he had a loss to Torres Finney in 2024, but since then he's gone on a 5-fight win streak. This guy's on a roll. He's active. He fought 3 times last year, and I think it was a short notice fight against Andre Petroski, and he knocked him in the first round. Petroski has no chin, but he got a good knockout in the Contender Series too, and I think he's gonna knock out Cody Brundage. I think Cody should try to wrestle early, but I don't think it's gonna go too far. And if Cody Brundage gasses, Cam is just gonna be in his space, and I think Cam Rouston's gonna knock out Cody Brundage. Cody Brundage can get knocked out. It's not like he has a chin of steel or anything. So give me Cam Rouston by knockout in the first or early second round. I don't think it's going to go over 1.5 rounds. So Cam Rouston and knockout late first or early second. Then we have a fight between Junior Tafa and Billy Elikana. I am not a fan of the Tafa brothers at all. Junior Tafa, got submitted against Tuko Tokos. This guy has no grappling. He knocked out Sean Shroff, which was like a slugfest. Sean Shroff's not the greatest either. He just got knocked out by Steven Asplund. He got submitted by Walter Walker, ground and pounded by Lima. Like this guy,
He has zero grappling whatsoever. He is a great striker himself, though. You have to give him that. He is a good kickboxer with 3 knockout wins. Oh wait, sorry, that's wrong. Oh, Junior Top has 6 knockout wins and
6 wins. Been submitted twice, lost by decision, lost by submission. Billy Alicana, this guy, he's actually pretty good. He came in on short notice in the UFC
to fight Bogdan Guskov, but he looked good in the first round. He took Bogdan Guskov's back, but he just gassed out. He didn't have the training camp. But then Ebo Aslan, that was a boring fight. He can't. Ebo just looked terrible in that fight. Ebo was not that good. I think
he was good at a point, but and then he beat Kevin Christian where he hurt Kevin Christian and then submitted him. So Billy Alicana actually does have actually a decent grappling game. He has good body triangle and a good rear naked choke. And I think if he wants to win this fight, the easiest way would be to take down Junior Tafa. Junior Tafa has nothing on the ground. Billy Alicana could easily beat him on the ground, unless Billy Alicana wants to stand.
I think he could get knocked out because Junior Taffa is a great striker. But I think Billy Alicana is smart enough to go use his wrestling, or if they clinch and he gets a trip or something, I think Billy Alicana is going to be able to get this fight to the ground. And I'm going to say Billy Alicana is going to either knock him out by a ground and pound, or he's going to submit Junior Taffa. So give me Billy Alicana inside the distance. I'll say within the first 2 rounds. I'll take that.
Then we have a next fight between Quillan Salkild and Jamie Malarkey, and this is not going to be close. Quillan Salkild's going to get another knockout. Jamie Malarkey has one of the worst chins I think I've seen. He has some of the worst defense I think I've seen too.
He got knocked out by Ruffy, which brutalized him. If you watch that, I think it was a hack press fight. He literally walks forward with his hands down and gets knocked out. He got knocked out against Muhammad Naimov. Who gets knocked out by Muhammad Naimov? Um, I don't think this is gonna be that close of a fight. Quinlan Salkild's the better fighter everywhere. So round 1 knockout. I think Malarkey would try to grapple early on, but I think Quillen's gonna be fine. So give me Quillen Salkild by first round knockout in this fight.
Then we have Tai Tuivasa versus Talishan Teixeira. Tai Tuivasa, obviously super washed, 5 fight losing streak, all 4 of them by finish. Last one, Josina Rosenstrike, split decision. That was never a split decision. That was the worst judging I've ever seen. But he's a great striker power. He's just fat. He's really a blob. It's like a Derek Lewis.
I don't want to pick Tai Tuivasa at all. You can't really be confident in picking him. Talisman Teixeira, on the other hand, super tall, 6'7", 5 inches taller than Tai Tuivasa with the 8-inch reach advantage. Talisman Teixeira obviously got knocked out against Derek Lewis. I think that's a huge step up in competition, way too fast. Before that, he beat Justin Tafa in the first 35 seconds.
But I don't know. Tai Tuivasa is a heavy hitter, just like Derek Lewis was. But I think Talisman Teixeira should be faster and more defensively sound against someone like Tai Tuivasa,
who's a little. They're both fat, like Derek Lewis and Tai Tuivasa, but I'm gonna go with Talisman Teixeira. I think he's gonna at least maintain his range and speed. Like Tai Tuivasa should never get close to him, honestly. And I think Talisman Teixeira is like a BJJ black belt somehow. I'm pretty sure. I don't know how like respectable that is. I don't know where he got it, but I'm pretty sure he actually is. So I'm gonna go with Talisman Teixeira, and I think he should finish someone like Tai Tuivasa. But I mean, it's hard to trust him after that last fight. Maybe it's just because they're so early, we didn't really get to see much. So give me Talisman Teixeira by knockout or submission, probably within 2 rounds. I hope he doesn't take Tai Tuivasa to like a decision, but give me Talisman Teixeira here.
Then this is a great fight. I think it's gonna be very competitive. Rafael Fiziev versus Mauricio Rufy. Ruffy, obviously not the best performance last time out against Benoit Saint Denis, where he was strangled in the second round. He offered nothing in that fight whatsoever. But before that, he was obviously on a roll, knocking out King Green with the spinning wheel kick. But the thing about Ruffy, if he wants to win this fight, he cannot get backed up. When he gets backed up, he offers nothing, no threat. So he has to be the one moving forward the whole time, or else he is going to lose. Fiziev, on the other hand, obviously just lost to Justin Gaethje. Oh, that was well. His latest fight, he got a win against Bahamondes, where he did mixing and grappling himself. But before that, 3-fight losing streak against Justin Gaethje, Mateusz Gamrot, Justin Gaethje. Um, Honestly, those aren't bad losses. To be fair, Justin Gaethje is now the interim champ, and Gamrot is a great grappler. But before that, he was on a roll. Like Rafael dos Santos, 6-fight win streak before that. This one's close. Rafael Fiziev does slow down near the third round, but if he mixes in wrestling, he could beat Ruffy. But I think Ruffy's gonna be ready. I think he knows what not to do this time. That Benoit Saint-Denis fight is a lesson, I think, and I think he's gonna come back stronger. He's gonna be pushing forward, and I think if Fiziev does offer the takedowns, I don't think they're gonna be as good as someone like Benoit is. So I'm gonna take Ruffy here. I think by decision. I think this is gonna be a close fight. Maybe round 3 knockout. That's like I don't think that has a high chance. Maybe Fiziev just gasses out, but give me Mauricio Ruffy in this fight. But it's gonna be a close, and this is gonna be a great fight. So make sure you guys watch it. Then we'll fight the co-main, Benoit Saint Denis versus Dan Hooker. This is gonna be an amazing fight, just violence. Dan Hooker, you know what you're gonna get from every time. He likes a brawl. He's not afraid to get hit. He gets hit a lot. He can easily be finished. 3 knockout losses, 4 submission losses. He got dominated by Arman in the striking and the grappling. Before that, beat Mateusz Gamrot by split decision. That was a close fight. He almost got knocked out by Gamrot. Jalen Turner, split decision win. He got head kicked. I don't know how he survived that. But Dan Hooker's been through a lot of injuries though, and he just fought not too long ago, November, where he got dominated. But this is gonna be a violent fight for sure. Benoit Saint Denis, obviously, very impressive win over Beneil Dariush and Ruffy before that, and Kyle Prepolek, but that guy's not that good. Obviously lost to Renato Moicano where he got brutalized, but Benoit Saint Denis is gonna win this fight. He's a better grappler. He's gonna threaten with submissions. He's gonna be tough on the feet. But he's going to be able to take Dan Hooker down. Dan Hooker does threaten with the guillotine, so Benoit has to be ready for that. Hopefully, because that's what Hooker did against Gamrot and against Arman. But I think if he gets a takedown, then Benoit should be able to control the fight on the ground. So give me Benoit Saint Denis by finish, either ground and pound or submission over Dan Hooker. And the first 2 rounds, I think. Then for the main event of UFC 325, we have the rematch between Alexander Volkanovski and Diego Lopez. First fight was obviously close. Volk got dropped in that fight, but he was the one. He was a better fighter that night. 37 years of age, we know that. Diego Lopez, great jiu-jitsu, decent, good power, decent striker. But I think Diego Lopez is going to win this time. I think last time that was his first 5-round. Oh, and he got that knockout over Gene Silva too. I think Lopez is going to win this fight. Last time that was his first 5-round main event, and he did not do terrible. He was in that fight. It was close at points, but I think Alexander Volkanovski is not going to get any better than he is at 37 years old. But I think Diego Lopez is going to be the one that's going to actually be improving. And I think even if he gets a little bit better, he's going to be able to beat Alexander Volkanovski. He knows how to pace himself over 5 rounds now. That was his first time. So I'm going to go with Diego Lopez here. And I think he is. It's hard to say how he's going to get it done, but I think he is going to be the better fighter. He's going to be more experienced. He definitely learned a lot in that Volkanovski fight. You have to think about that too. Because I don't think Alexander Volkanovski is going to be getting any better than he is. He had his prime, and I think it's Diego Lopez's time now just to get better each and every fight. So I'm going to go Diego Lopez just because of what he learned in that first fight, and I think he is going to be better than he was before, even just a little bit. I think that's going to be enough to get him the win.
So I'm gonna take Diego Lopez here. I don't really have a method. Maybe he can knock Volk out. Maybe he'll edge out a decision win. I am going to lean a knockout over Alexander Volkanovski, but I think Lopez will get it done this time. He's gonna look good, I think. So give me Diego Lopez by knockout. All right, guys, that is my UFC 325 full card breakdown and prediction and what I think is gonna happen in every fight. If you enjoyed this video, like and comment if you guys agree with anything or if you disagree, and who do you guys have in the main event, Diego Lopez or Alexander Volkanovski? Let me know down below. But other than that, thank you guys for watching.